So yeah, we'll play a little bit of Misfortune. Hopefully we enjoy. It looks cute. Hopefully you find it cute, like me. And if we don't like it, we can switch to something else. Absolutely. So let me turn on my PS1 powerfully. Absolutely. How nice. You let me know if the game volume is loud. I'm hoping it's not too loud. Setting my fat, juicy ass down for a mixy stream. Thank you so much, Avi. How was your day, Avi? What were you up to? So true, George. Yeah, let me know if the volume is loud. I could make it less louder, if you like. Ew, cats are ugly meowing and fighting outside my window. That sounds like that one episode of SpongeBob when they're fucking each other. That sounds like that episode of SpongeBob when SpongeBob, Squidward, and Patrick all get stung by one of Gary's vaccines and they all become cats and they all sing in the little like fence. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. That's nice. I think it's cute. But Jeju, let me know if it's too loud. If it's not too loud, let us continue. So yeah, when I say this game has a peculiar aesthetic, you'll see why soon. Horse. And you can see why in the background. Let me put my name beautifully. You need to go letter by letter as slowly as possible, I guess. Oh, AV. It's like if you went to itch.io and you got like one of those cheap as hell horror games, but this was before itch.io. You bought this game physically at a store before. Idea Factory TV. Or little Space Diva. All chrome. She looks like Dural from Virtua Fighter. Like the ones at a certain cross-dressing freak place. Exactly. I wanna be her. Queenie. IFTV's first ever show, Misfortune, a story of suspicious friendships, will now begin. Note, to fully enjoy the game, press on the manual, and press L1 or R1 to add a shadow effect that will make the text clear. And I checked the manual and that was not in the manual at all. So I guess it's not that important to read the manual. Dural, an icon with those chrome boobies, Queen. She better be back in Virtua Fighter 6. Are you gonna play Virtua Fighter 6, Sam? It looks nice. That looks like a ball head. Please cherish nature. Sure. That looks like Earl's ball head. Earl here. Everything was chrome in the future. Speaking of SpongeBob, am I dreaming? Maybe. So, Misfortune, a story of suspicious friendships. Wow. It's Lapin. Lapin Online. Welcome to the realm of nightmares. Well, please choose a character. I guess I'll be Maxine. I'm excited. I just hope it's a proper 6 new game and not a 100 version of 5. It looked brand new in the teaser. It looked cool. What's up with the cunty clock? With the fat lips. Need to be her. So true, George. Exactly. Justin, hi Justin. How are you? How was your day? The hands of the clock proudly pointed to midnight. Yeah, why is the clock? Why is the watch serving better mug than me? Beautiful eyes, fat, juicy lips. How did a watch outmug me? Oh, that's so me. That's me tomorrow when people ask me, did you get a good sleep? So that's me after like 5 seconds of sleep. I was on my way to my old elementary school to keep a promise I made to my friends. I made pozole for the first time today, and it turned out nice. I'm proud. That's nice, Justin. Did you enjoy? How did I watch outmug me? I'm crying. That's nice, Justin. Was it difficult? I've helped my mom before in making pozole, I believe. Not pozole or what? I think it's menudo. Cortez, hi Cortez. How are you? Good night. Good morning to you, I guess. Not the hell for homophobia comment. Tap to allow or deny. Powerful. How are you, Mexi? Are you enjoying Straight Pride Month? It's nice. I love my fellow straight people. It's nice. But yeah, how was it, Justin? Was it difficult for you? I can't remember. I helped my mom making before, if not pozole, menudo, I guess. And I helped her, so I didn't do the full instructions. She did it for us, right? So I can't remember if it's too difficult to make pozole or menudo, but it looks difficult. Titsu Cortez. Pozole is the one with corn. They both have corn. With menudo, my mom puts a lot of corn in it. Also, it wasn't that hard. I did get a battle wound. Oh my goodness, it happens for sure. We just put some cream on it, put something on it, and hopefully the pain goes away soon, Justin. But that's nice. Hopefully you enjoy your meal, Justin. That's cute. Would you give me a plate of your pozole? What would you up to, Cortez? How was your day? So I was on my way to my old elementary school to keep a promise for my friends. Sure. Again, my goodness. I will thank you. As you can see, Justin, we're playing a weird game. Oh, her bangs, Queen. Kyoko. Mexi, you're here. Oh, you made it. Queens. I worked 12 hours at the hospital today. Oh wow, that sounds difficult. Hopefully, you can now relax and rest, Cortez, absolutely. But yeah, hopefully they were not too grueling on you. And now I'm trying to stay up so I can work the night shift tomorrow. Well, that does sound difficult, Cortez. So no sleep at all then? Or what do you mean then? Trying to stay up after working 12 hours? Kinda with low-cut dress, not very demure. I support her. How old are we? So we are at our elementary school together. I don't know how old we are, but they look great. My legs definitely got a workout. I walk all over the place.
Hey there, space cats.
I fully get you for sure. Linden, hi Linden. What the fuck, are they teachers? I'm not sure. Well, we're all friends and we all look fucked up. Linden, hello. Linden, do you support the Sivas?
Hi, honey.
Cass, hello, how are you? Do you support them, Linden? They have impressive bang designs on their hairstyles. And they have distinct faces for sure. Interesting. I'm obsessed with the vibes. Thank you so much. How are you, Landon? Loved you. Thank you so much for the beautiful rain. I was lurking with you earlier. What were you up to? What were you playing? And hello, Raiders. If you don't know me, I'm a Mexican flyer. I'm a queer variety streamer. We're playing right now. What am I playing? I forgot. Let me check. Misfortune, a story of suspicious friendships. It's a very old PS1 game, and it looks cursed from the get-go. The graphics are ugly as hell, but that's the point. That's the charm, I think. So it's nice. But thank you so much, Linda, once again. Thank you for the beautiful raid. Loved you. I said your stories last night, I believe. Yeah, last night you were oot and a boot in the street with a beautiful mesh shirt. You look gorge. Girl, I was doing some weird ass ADHD shit dancing with wire headphones in. That's so Addison Rain headphones on of you. So I'm assuming you were feeling the fantasy. You were feeling your oats. And I support you. I support you. I think you are valid. I give you all my validation. Absolutely. But love you, Lyndon. Whatever you need to do, if you need to go, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. For some reason, this game is reminding me of Go Home. I never heard of it before, Justin. Would you recommend that to me? That sounds creepy. I like the face covered in dirt and dust look. Yeah, you can tell they just fail. And they have no mirrors at hand, I guess. Italy, my brand, so true, George. The ending song for it was really good. I wonder if you ever played it. You could tell her, you could ask her. She always loves a good recommendation, for sure. I had a long ass day, was productive all day, and then streamed. So I had like a 7 wave, and it's really time for me to stop being delirious and get in bed. For sure, absolutely. Have a good night. Have a good night, sweet dreams, Lena. Thank you so much. Loved you. Absolutely. I took a nap after that shift, then woke up around sundown. So I'm assuming you're still tired, Cortez. So that means at the moment, from what you're telling me, you can't go to sleep then? You have to stay up then? Or do you mean the night shift is about to start then? Also, if it's about to start, oh my god. I fully get you. I'll be here on my laptop, trust. Need to see these vibes. But BRB, loved you, thank you so much, loved you. We got a shout out for Lyndon, let me see. Let me give Lyndon a beautiful shout out, absolutely. Just follow my love, Lyndon. My Paul King. 50% off on Steam right now for $7. That's too much for me. I'm a cheap bitch. My games need to be $5, and even then, that's too much for me. I'm like, I can wait for like $2.50. These girls were my classmates in an elementary school. The beautiful but cold girl was Kyoko, and the cute one was Kana-chan. Is the beautiful and cuteness in the room with us? Like who's who? I quickly walked towards them. Suddenly, I felt something behind me. It was an extremely horrible sensation. Let's not look back. I love my mushroom haircut. So true, George. Even though I had a terrible feeling, I decided not to look back. Yay! Look at the froggy. That's sweet. Get her some eye drops. For sure. Hey, Mexicun, it's been a long time. Hideaki greeted me with a proud smile. He was holding a Jack in the Box. Hideaki was also one of my classmates. He loved to play pranks on people. It was a bad habit he had since elementary school. Yeah, my eyes, I don't know why they're red. Like, I can take it. I'm not that attracted, but what's up with the redness? That could be a medical condition. Tonight we gather at our old elementary school to dig up the time capsule we buried there on the day of our graduation. Because of that incident that happened last year, the school was closed down. Entrance was prohibited, so we dare not step foot inside during the day. In other words, we were breaking into a school in the middle of the night to exhume our time capsule. Wasn't that a plot point in Crossroads with Brittany? But one of our group had not yet arrived. I'm so small in the corner in the photo. Sorry to keep you all waiting. Huge forehead. Yuichi was the latecomer. He had a kind heart, but he was never good at keeping promises. He was starting to be a doctor now, all very Kitsu Cortez of him. But I wonder how far his motivation will carry him. In any case, we were all here now. Very Smash Bros. Ultimate of them. Is that a Pepsi Max? I'll go and dig up the time capsule. Leave it to me. After Yuichi passed each of us a drink, he opened the school gates and stepped through. That's nice of him, getting free drinks for your friends. That would never be me. He closed the gates behind him and began walking towards the school building. The drinks are my way of saying sorry for being late. Oh, that's why. Yuichi said as he disappeared inside the school. Love a Pepsi Max in 96 or something, I guess. No trespassing. This feels like very Luigi's Mansion on crack. Misfortune. Mexi's story, that's me. Do I have a mouth? Well, I look clearly unwell. Not the Conti watch. I began to grow anxious. Some time had passed since Yuichi entered the school. At that moment, the huge exclamation marks. Ah, we heard a sudden shriek from within the school building. It was Yuichi. Did he have an accident? Or did something else happen to him? Kyoko and Kana-chan look at each other. Hideaki furrowed his brow with unease. I had to calm everyone down. Let me stay calm myself. I want to be cool and collected. Silas, hi Silas, how are you? This feels like a Gregory horror show mixed with Baldi's basics. What's Baldi? Never seen that name before. And Gregory Horror Show. I want to play that kinda, but I saw Dear play that, and she got up to like a board game section, and it was too much for me. Let me not play that at the moment, I guess. Love you, Silas. Baldi's Basics is like a survival horror entertainment game? Let me Google that. That sounds cute. Baldi's Basics. Oh wow, it looks like that for sure. Absolutely, the early 3D aesthetic of it all. For sure. How was your day, Silas? Baldi's a face I know, but I know nothing about. Yeah, he looks strange. He looks friendly though. He looks friendly. That's a friend. He's my friend. He can teach me. Absolutely. Education and learning. Don't forget fun. Love him. Absolutely. My day was good. I was supposed to go curling with coworkers. Jury duty? Absolutely. Well, it's over. Hopefully you can get another fun night out with your coworkers, Silas. Absolutely. But at the moment, no. You stay inside. I love you, Silas. Is this game came out 96? I'm assuming so. Like, when was the PlayStation 1 release date? Like 95, 96? And this graphics look early as hell. Let's stay calm. I said with a big gulp. I was just about to try and explain Yuichi's scream when someone spoke up. I'll go and take a look. I'll go and look for Yuichi too. Hideaki and Kyoko both volunteered to go into the school and see what had happened. But both of them looked as though they were enjoying themselves. They were freaks. PS1 was like 95. I remember it was just before I could drive. That's nice, Silas. So Silas, you will always be my forever twink. For sure. 94? 95? I think 95, right? Or 94 sounds like way too early, I guess? Maybe. Kana-chan and I decided to stay behind. They give you like a zapping system so you can switch between characters at any point in the story, but they tell you don't do that. It's useless. You will be so lost in the story. If we don't come out in 10 minutes, come and find us, Hideaki said and thumped my shoulder. Perhaps this is our last goodbye, Kyoko joked darkly. With that, the two of them disappeared into the school building. Their shoes. Japan at 94? Interesting. I guess that adds up, yeah. That sounds realistic. Powerful. Before I knew it, Kana and I were alone together. This was a rare chance. I had to say something. I talk about the past, I guess. It's weird Japan got it nearly a year before we did. Yeah, that happened a lot more back then, right? Like a specific region, usually where the main company is located, that's where products got out first. And now not so much, I guess. When we were in elementary school, Kana-chan and I often played together. I had a crush on her then. I'm a short king, I'm small, I'm Polly Pocket size. Do you remember? We often played hide and seek at school, didn't we? Oh yes. Kana-chan smiled sweetly. It was before we had good in-house translation and international development teams. For sure. They did the first Kingsfield on PS1. Did you see that they ported Kingsfield to phones, Jelly? I was shook. I was shook when I found out they made a port of Kingsfield to Japanese cell phones. Wow. I still have KF1 2 somewhere. You could play Silas. You could play, what was that one from Software? PS1 Echo Knight. You could play Echo Knight for me. For me only. In your stream, Silas. I think US KF1 2 is 2 3. Mayhaps. Love Echo Knight. You could play it for me. If you love me, you could play it for me. Talking to Kana-chan made my heart beat faster and faster. Kana-chan glanced at me and then slowly continued speaking. Lately, I've been having the same dream over and over. I'm walking along through a dark cave. You should see a therapist. Dear still has my copy of Echo Knight Beyond. I keep trying to get her to play it. You could bully her more. I will support you. I enjoy when Dear played the emergency game. Not emergency. Like that PS2 game where all the people were blonde. It looked fun. I want to play that. It looks cute. Disaster report. I want to play that. It looks fun. Hi Dax, RG Dax. What are you up to? How was your stream earlier? Loved you. Let me give you a shout out for love Pop Dax. And also Silas. Because if we bully Silas enough, he will go back to streaming. For me. Absolutely. For me, para mí. Exactly. There are 4 of them. Yeah, I've seen. Wasn't there like 5? Didn't like one of the last ones came out on the Wii or something, I believe? Or am I wrong? It was great. Did just about half of DRC in one stream. That's nice, Dax. Did you enjoy? Did you love it? I think it's nice. I was lurking you. I saw you playing I think the Rome level still. It was cute. The R4, the Switch, interesting. So they still make those? Wow. I want to play the PS2 one. It looks very camp. It looks camp as hell. What happens next? I remember walking in that cave once before, long ago. That's Kyrie in Kingdom Hearts 1. I can't remember it too clearly, but I was in elementary school. Did you remember in social studies when our teacher showed us the old air raid shelter at school? It had a mysterious hidden safe. I remember the combination was 7 right, 5 left, and then 8 right. If they want me to remember that, it's over for me. I do love the game. The 3 snake dragons are a pain in the ass though. Still trying to figure out how she kills those men both in Rome and in Tier 1. Yeah, it was very strange. But just don't think too much on it, you know? Somehow they're still alive. The 4th one was the last. It wasn't received well and it launched shortly before a tsunami, so they kinda quietly backed away from the IP for a while. Yeah, that happens for sure, sadly. But the first one looks cute. I wanna play that one. It looks camp as hell. And don't you forget it, exactly, Dax. Get him. Wait, oh, I remember that too. 758. Nagoya City. That's how I remember the code. I remember going down into the air raid shelter 2 or 3 times. That brings back memories. So Dax, we're playing a peculiar game. That's me on the left. Do you think I'm cute? Do you think I'm attractive? So if I look like that, would you allow me to be a partner for fun times? Mexi, I'd love to see you play this SOS series. It's a survival horror game where you try to survive being in a capsized cruise ship. Or isn't that like the sister series to like Danganronpa, I believe? I think SOS. I think I played the first one. It was on Game Pass before, but I didn't. I uninstalled after like 5 minutes. But it was cute. On 1993, let me see. SOS Septentrion at the NES Super NES era. I'll check it out. I'll check it out for sure. Absolutely. I think I did see like the PS1 sequel they made. Interesting. Yeah, I'll check it out. I'll check it out for sure. Super Famicom game. Absolutely. So if it's in English, maybe I'll check it out for sure. Absolutely. I think they are nice and deserve fun times too. Thank you, Dax. Before Titanic. Wow. So true, Cortez. The Conti clock kills me. And what is that a finger? Oh my god. I suddenly noticed how much time had passed. I got carried away in our conversation. Were Yuichi, Hideaki, and Kyoko alright? I was suddenly very worried. I'm small. I'm a small king. I promised I would look for them if they didn't come back soon, but 20 minutes had already passed. In the end, Kana-chan and I decided to follow the others into the school. It had been ages since I stepped foot inside. I was excited. Oh, that was like a split-second cutscene. My god. Well, I look unwell as hell. Yikes forever. It's a really strange game. The ship is done with mode 7, so it like actively rotates under you while you're trying to climb to safety and rescue people. Interesting. Love technology. The corridors were very dark. I waited for my eyes to adjust to the darkness. Nobody came with a flashlight. Let's be careful, Kana-chan. Oh! The loudest sound ever made by a hammer. What the hell? Someone hit me! A single thought passed through my mind as my consciousness faded. Kana-chan, surely wasn't you, was it? Well, it's over for me. Welcome to Shigeru's room. That knife is not on his hand at all. The PSX sequel got a translation literally this year. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that game and I was like, I never seen this before. I guess I saw the game before, but I didn't pay much attention to it. I was like, oh, it's like a naval game. Maybe it's not for me. But if you like it, I'll go check it out for sure. Yeah, I love when, even this game, I love when games, super old games, nobody remembers, from Japan, they get a fan translation. That's so cool. I've not thought about this game in years. My clairvoyance is kicking in. That's nice, Silas. You are a powerful twink? Yeah. He floats a knife. Only normies touch it. Put him in DVD. What on earth? I was tied to a chair with some rope and couldn't move an inch. Hee hee hee. How may I assist you today, sir? This guy is totally insane. If you have no request, please allow me to hack up your body. He's going to kill me. Please cut my hair. A haircut, is it? Please relax, sir. I'm quite skilled with my scissors. Take a look at this doll. Oh, I love a doll. Oh, so cute. My ball. I am now ballless. Well, allow me to begin, sir. So I guess I never used like face cream at all. I got very, very visible lines of expression in my face. So no skincare at all. I think I gave you a rather nice haircut, sir, if I do say so myself. For some reason, this weirdo is practicing his hairdressing skills on me. I found you collapsed in the hallway and took the liberty of bringing you in here, sir. But why is a hairdresser here? This is an abandoned school. There's definitely something very strange about this guy. Well, I got a free haircut. Happy Pride Month. He said he found me collapsed in the hallway. Who the hell knocked me out? And where was Kana-chan? She was right there with me. I have to get out of here now. So all that for a time capsule. Did you ever do a time capsule? I never did. I see. I've seen like those time capsules kids used to do in like the 80s and 90s. And some kids were like, oh, I'm gonna put a Game Boy inside, my Game Boy inside the time capsule. And I'm like, girl, keep your goddamn Game Boy. That thing is not worth it to give your expensive handheld back then. And expensive now, I guess. The moonlight shone ominously through the windows. The room I had just left, it was really a classroom, was at the end of the corridor. I heard the click of the door being locked from the inside. I knew I could not get back in. I had no choice now. I started walking down the corridor slowly. The hallway looks very brownie chocolate cake. I like it. I arrive at the next classroom. Let's enter. Could be nice. Huh? The door was locked from the other side. I carried on walking in the dark. He's nice. I like his Where's Wally shirt. This was my old elementary school. Walking around the building brought back many memories. For example, wait, isn't that the door to the inner courtyard? The door was open. Was someone in the courtyard? We had buried the time capsule in the courtyard. I walked through the door and out into the courtyard. They said courtyard like 3 times in three sentences in a row. It looked what the hell is that? It looked exactly the same. Oh, the same as before in my literal child days. That's the courtyard, my goodness. I slowly walk over to where we buried the time capsule together all those years ago. It looks nasty as hell. Yes, it was right about here. What was that sound? Without thinking, I turn around or look up. Let's look up. I can't hear it anymore. I have to hurry. Well, the way my arms are like barely connected to my body, I realized I was standing exactly where we had buried the time capsule. There was no mistake. It was right here. I was at the exact spot where we had buried the time capsule. But no matter how deep I dug, I could not find it. Had someone already taken it? There were clear signs that the ground had been dug up here. But there was still something left in the ground. It's a little caterpillar. That's sweet. The caterpillar looks very Katamari aesthetic. What's this? A rubber doll? Who left this here? Who would play a prank like this? All the strange things that have happened tonight must have been part of a big prank. Right, you can't fool me anymore. I raised my head and looked around. There was no one there. The door to the other school building across the courtyard was open. For now, I decided to enter the other school building. Wow. Do we see like anywhere the plot could take us? I have no idea. I decided to enter the other school building. I feel sure that all of the strange things that happened tonight were just a big prank. What is this? There was someone to my right. Fear shot through me as the shadowy figure grew closer. I looked over my shoulder at them. My god. What I saw was absolutely horrific.
Hi, honey.
Zach, hi, Zach, how are you? Misfortune. Zach, do you think I'm sexy right now? That's me on screen right now. How was your day, Zach? What were you up to? Is that one of the Ed and Eddie jawbreakers? Let's conserve the world's resources and save energy. Idea Factory. Sure. So true, Jelly. I love the little commercials between the plot. So, something horrific. What was it? That's a bald person. That's being mean to them. The figure resembled a doll. It had no eyes, nose, or mouth. Well, I'm seeing all three things in their face. That's just being mean. The blank-faced doll came closer and closer. Its skin glistened with moisture, and it stunk like rotten fish. That's nice. Follow me. It somehow spoke without a mouth. I followed it down a corridor. On the right-hand side of the building. Well, what is this creepy game? We're playing Misfortune, Zach. It's a game called Misfortune, a story of suspicious friendships. It's a very old PS1 game. It was Japan only until now. So like 25 years later, something like that. It now got an English translation. So we're playing it now. And it looks like an itch.io game, right? Like if I told you I got this game from itch.io, you will believe me right away, right? The aesthetics is very modern indie horror game. So that's the charm of it. It's cute. Would you play this, Zach? It's nice. It's cute so far. I just started it, and so far it's like a camp horror game. It's cute. I think it's sweet. But yeah, what were you up to, Zach? How was your day? Let me give you all a beautiful shout out. Follow or love Sakapotamus Prime. And also a beautiful shout out as well to Joshua and Jelly. Kitsugurtes. Who else? San also. Thank you for joining me, you all. But yes, like it's a very cutesy kinda, in quotes, horror game. But it looks ugly as hell, but that's the point. That's the charm of it. The doors to the classrooms were all nailed shut with boards. Someone was making renovations. I continued to follow the doll down the hallway. We're friends. That's nice. My face. Finally, we arrived at a classroom at the end of the corridor. It was the only classroom which wasn't blocked off. I followed the blank-faced doll into the classroom. They're sweet. They're my friend. It was very dimly lit inside. There was a hole in the wall where the blackboard once was. It led to the classroom next door. These weren't very tasteful renovations. But wait. There was something even stranger. Let's look at the floor beautifully. The floor seemed to be covered in the flesh and bones of animals. Is that what it looks like to you? Like if I saw that, that's like a broken plate or something. Rotten skin and fresh meat were mixed together. It made me want to vomit. Welcome, Mexican. Was that Yuichi's voice? You finally arrived. Is he naked? He looks naked. Yuichi was dressed like a doctor. What on earth was going on here? Hell's Rainbow, how are you, Hell's Rainbow? What are you up to? How was your night? How was your day so far? How was your day? How was your night so far? What are you up to, Hell's Rainbow? Love you. Let me give you a shout out. Absolutely. It was good. How was yours? I had a good day, thank you. Absolutely. It was nice. I enjoyed. What did you up to? Would you play this Hell's Rainbow? Would you play a fucked up looking PS1 visual novel? I think it's nice. Yuichi and the doll walked through the hole in the wall. I suddenly followed them. Let the piggy nose on him. Put him in outbreak. The room was well lit by the moonlight, shining in through the large windows. Is this an operating room? I stare at the scalpels and scissors lined up on a desk. No, this is my makeup room. Oh, I love makeup. I've done two procedures already. The only visual novel I ever played on PS1 was Juggernaut. What the hell is Juggernaut? PS1 Juggernaut. Did we? Oh my god, what the hell is that? My goodness. That's a brand new game for me. It's a kids game? I thought I saw like a K to A ESRB rating. It looks like Illbleed, my goodness. A horror game. That's Illbleed. That's Cutie Marie from Illbleed. My goodness. So interesting. I had no idea we got visual novels outside Japan. In America, that's brand new information to me. Interesting. I'll check it out. Could be fun. Could be cute. They were both difficult, but each of them was a great success. He could be the lady in Guadalajara. He could do beautiful and gag-worthy facelifts on women. Yuichi grinned. Wait a moment. I couldn't believe my eyes. Kyoko, Hideaki. Those pale bodies suspended from the ceiling by ropes were Kyoko and Hideaki. Well, they're there. Yuichi, you did this. I flew into a rage at the horrific sight of what he had done. Well, it's over for them. Maybe he would support Pride Month by the look of this background. Don't worry about them. Yuichi laughed as he explained. They're just sleeping. After our petty little game is finished, I'll make them red as rain. They look a bit blue to me. Or maybe it's just makeup. We are in the makeup room. Wouldn't it be funny if the doll is like the other girl? Kana-chan or something? Ju, I ordered you to open the gas cylinders in the back. At Yuichi's words, the doll immediately left the room. Let the game of orders begin. Yuichi let out a big sigh and turned out to face me. Rule 1. If you try to attack me, I cannot guarantee Hideaki and Kyoko will live to see the dawn. Yuichi glanced at my clenched fist and then continued. Rule 2. I promise to return Hideaki and Kyoko to their bodies. As long as you answer a single question. Oh, it's bad for me. The Yuichi I knew was long gone. Well, would you play my game? Fine. Love a trivia game. Alright. I had no choice but to accept Yuichi's insane rules. What is your question then? I glare at Yuichi. Ignoring me, Yuichi began to explain. What was the wish that I put into? I have no idea, bitch. You have 1 hour to find the answer. If your time runs out, I'll dispose of these two. Well, it's over. If you hurt Hideaki and Kyoko, I'll dispose of you too, Yuichi. I left the room to search for the time capsule. Like, who cares, my goodness? And imagine the answer being like a Game Boy. He put a Game Boy in the time capsule. Have we all fallen into Yuichi's trap? Was Kana-chan safe? Who dug up the time capsule and where was it? Can I save Hideaki and Kyoko? Are they going to be alright? My mind swirled with all sorts of fears and worries. Insane. I'll walk back through the hole in the wall and into the corridor. Need to search the area where the time capsule was buried. Love the reuse of assets. They're like, sure, let's reuse the same walking animation like 10 times in a row. I have to keep moving, I said as I walk into the courtyard. Again? I returned to the place where we had buried the time capsule. Whatever that thing is, it looks very meaty. Juicy. Alright, what should I do now? Well, we saw the hole already. How about the grass, I guess? Nothing looked different. Did I waste my time? Someone was coming. The animation person must have gotten hired for the Sims 4, most likely. Absolutely. It was Kana-chan. We were relieved to be reunited. We told each other about the strange things we had seen. Kana-chan told me she had entered an underground cave. She said Kyoko had turned into a monster. I explained that Yuichi was behind it all. In order to save Kyoko and Hideaki, we had to find out what Yuichi had wished for all those years ago. What? Then perhaps... Kana-chan removed a folded piece of paper from her pocket. The paper was covered in childish handwriting. My Wish by Yuichi, Year 6, Class 3. Hideaki kicked me in the stomach again yesterday. Well, he said you need to diet and made me run 10 laps around the school playing field. Kyoko sent me a love letter. I was so happy. When I went to say thank you, she screamed at me, "Go away, you idiot!" Hideaki wrote the love letter to trick me. Mexican and Kana-chan started laughing at me. All I could do was cry. So we truly were the villains in the beginning, I guess. God, if you're real, please hear my wish. It's only a small thing. Everyone. Everyone, what? Is she crying? Why is she crying? The paper was ripped and the rest of the sentence was missing. My eyes, my goodness. He really hated us, didn't he? Large tears streamed down Kana-chan's face. Well, this feels insane already. Not that it wasn't insane before, but now it feels even more insane. Kana-chan and I returned to Yuichi's special makeup room. Even though the paper had been ripped in half, we understood exactly what his wish was. Everyone. Well, if that was me, I will not do that. I can't I can't crouch. It's my bald friend. Love her. Go, get them. Yuichi's voice welcomed us back to his special makeup room. The blank-faced doll beside him was clutching a knife. Yuichi had changed his mind. He had decided to attack us. Hey, we got the information. He betrayed us. Don't hesitate, attack! Yuichi shouted even louder. The featureless doll slowly approached Kana-chan and me. That's a very small kitchen knife. So true, Sak. The doll gradually closed the distance between us. We had no time to think. I only had one option. And I think pushing sounds like the better idea, as opposed to shouting like who's gonna help us. I pushed the doll with all my strength. Unexpectedly, the doll collapsed at my feet. Yeah, they seem not very powerful at all. Like a single touch and it's over for them. They're like that one fish in SpongeBob with the glass bones. Yuichi screamed in rage. What was my wish? I told you, I answered. I'm assuming it's being. And then he's like, maybe? So everyone please die or stop bullying me. I'm gonna say B. A huge explosion shook the school. What on earth happened? When I really think about it, all I can ever really know are the things that happened to me directly. For example, I have no idea what caused that massive explosion. I pulled myself to my feet with the last of my strength. It was getting dangerous here. I had to get out of there. Mm, let's save the others, I guess, even though they don't deserve to live. But I like Kana-chan, my friend. Let's save the others, I guess. I'm playing DVD. I'm saving everyone. I'm getting that good Samaritan emblem. I had to go back and check. I returned to the ruined classroom. Kana, Yuichi, and the doll were lying motionless on the floor. I glanced at Hideaki and Kyoko. Their bodies were still hanging from the walls. Mexi, did you already get your login reward? Yeah, I got the beautiful shirt. And with that, I bought... who's that? What was that girl's name on DVD? Not Sarine, Elodie. I got Elodie because she was on sale. So now I'm only missing, I think, 4 survivors, I believe. So I love that. I love a good sale with shards. How nice. Kana, wake up! I shouted as I shook her. To my astonishment, her eyes flickered open. Let's try to save everyone, I guess. In the midst of the raging flames, I shook Kyoko and Hideaki. But they were both as cool as 2 corpses. Oh, they're gone. I glanced at Yuichi. He was cowering on the spot, trembling in fear. Where am I? Why am I here? Let's help him, I guess. I held my hand out to Yuichi. Hey, we had to get out of here. Let's carry the others. Help me. It's not every day they hand out 700 shards, so I had to make sure people knew. They're good of them. Absolutely. They got me to the exact number required for my purchase. Oh, nice. Love, a free gift. What? You forgive me? Yuichi said in disbelief. Of course not, but friends don't leave each other behind, I replied. Friends? Yuichi smiled. Hope he chokes. That's right, you're my friend. You'll stay here with me. Yuichi lurched forward and clung to me. Oh, it's bad for me. Oi, let go. Yuichi! I shouted, but Yuichi only grinned madly. I felt my consciousness fade away as I stared at his evil smirk. Mexicun, are you alright? Goes, my mom? Why is my mom in the school? Doctor, come quick. Mexicun is waking up. When my eyes opened, why is the music still going on? I found myself lying in a hospital bed. Is that someone's pants, my goodness? My mother and father looked down at me with worried expressions. A doctor approached my bedside. It was a miracle you survived such an awful fire, Mexicun. You got some wonderful friends. Friends? Your friends led on top of you and protected you from the fire. Sacrificed themselves to save your life? They must have loved you dearly. Like all of them? Misfortune. Sure. Translation powerful. Love a translation hero. I don't think that's how the fire works, but okay. The end. Absolutely. Well, that was something. Let's keep the beautiful code just in case. Let's put that in. So it's 431. This game has no like saving option, so it's all about the passwords, my goodness. So this game is that old. S5 CL. Do you say C or do you say said? What game is this? Hymen Crisis. We're playing Misfortune, a story of suspicious friendships. It's a very old Japan-only game that just got translated to English in the last week or so. So it's quite interesting. It's very unique for sure. Absolutely. What are you up to, Hymen Crisis? In the US, people say C. And that confuses me. I'm like, why are two different letters the same sound? And I don't like when UK people say said, but at least that's two different sounds. That makes way more sense. British, Aus, and Canada people say said. Yeah, that makes way more sense to me. I'm good. Today I stole a dog from my neighbor who beats him. Oh, that's sad. Which hopefully they're not in much better hands with you for sure. You could, I'm assuming your country also has like animal like what would you call it? Like rights? And you could put a complaint on your neighbor. And that could land them on jail or like at least like a what's it called? A fee, you know. So if I was you, I would put a complaint to the cops, maybe. So tomorrow I'm going to take him to the vet to get vaccines as he doesn't have any and put him on adoption through local networks. Now there is a law, but it's not enforced. But yeah, absolutely, do whatever you need to do to keep the puppy safe. Absolutely. I support you. C. That's the same thing to me, Zach. Meanwhile, he's an adoption and having it on my house. That's nice. But yeah, hopefully you're lucky on getting him adopted quickly, soon enough. Absolutely. So, that was my side of the story. Shall we continue? We could go with Kana-chan's story, I guess. So all the paths open. I loved you. How nice. I am a girl who is deeply in love. So true. Same. I'm in love with a man named Mexicun. Oh, she loves me. He'll be here soon. That's weird. That didn't come across at all in my story. He also has fever because I let him under the rain all night. Oh, that's sad. He could still press charges against you. That is true. Like, if I was you, I would like talk to the authorities first and let them know your side of the story first. Absolutely. Like, be careful. He spent an entire year telling everybody he's giving him away. And since he is problematic, I'm not gonna tell him. Yeah. Hopefully he doesn't find out the dog is with you for sure. I'm so happy to see him again. Yes, I'm so happy. We're meeting here tonight at our old elementary school to keep a promise we made a long time ago. There are 5 of us in total. Kyoko, Hideaki, and I are already here. We are still waiting for the other 2. Absolutely, Moon Crisis. Get all the evidence. Absolutely. Hopefully, something can be done. Amexi, you're here. I turned around at the sound of Kyoko's words. Standing there was the man of my dreams, Mexicun. She has a low standard for sure when it comes to men. It's been a long time, Mexi. Oh my god, I look so awful in this photo. Mexicun immediately started chatting with Hideaki-kun, whilst Kyoko and I looked on. Kana, you really like Mexi, don't you? Kyoko whispered. I didn't know how to answer. Sure. Yes, I do. I whispered back to Kyoko. Then I'll try and give you a chance to be alone together. Tell him how you feel. Kyoko affectionately patted me on the back. Oh, that's nice. They're being sisters. On a sisterhood. As it should be. The reason we had gathered here in the first place was to dig up a time capsule we had buried in the courtyard on the day of our graduation. However, we had to break into the school in the middle of the night. What for? The school was closed down because of an incident last year, so we had no choice but to sneak in under the cover of darkness. That guy on the right corner, my goodness. A huge ass head and looking from the side, my god, like a fish. Finally, Yuichi-kun arrived, late as ever. Sorry to keep you all waiting. Again with the big nose. He hasn't changed at all. He looks like a baby-fied version of Myers. When we were younger, he was always the slowest, and of course tonight was no different. Shade, but yes. At any rate, we were all here now. I'll go and dig up the time capsule. Leave it to me. The drinks are my way of saying sorry for being late. Also, Yuichi gave us the drinks, so what doesn't tell you? The drinks could be like altered maybe? So I'm assuming the drinks have been altered with, most likely. I have an inkling. I have a suspicion. Beautifully. Misfortune. This game is cute though. It's very sweet. They could do like a port, like Steam or Itch, and they could sell the game for like $5 or something. And it would be so cute. Kana's story. Mexican was so handsome. Her extensions are really bad. Yeah, not a single character has a good wig on at all times. I found myself staring at him. I shouldn't just stare though. I had to say something. Just as I summon up the courage to speak. This feels so like Microsoft PowerPoint. We heard a sudden shriek from within the school building. Was that Yuichi screaming? I suddenly realized how much time had passed since Yuichi had gone inside. I began to feel very frightened. Let me be near my man. And my man is me. In fear, I ran over to stand near Mexicune. Her shoes looked like a loaf of bread. You could cut those bread shoes and toast them with some butter. Delicious. This feels like a game from a creepypasta story or something, right? It's alright, don't worry. Mexican reassured everyone. Then he looked at the school. When I turned to face school, I did not see anything unusual. Kyoko and Hideaki looked worried. I'll go and take a look. Hideaki-kun said whilst striking a brave pose. I'll go and look for Yuichi too, said Kyoko. I knew Hideaki was trying to show off to Kyoko. I suddenly thanked Kyoko. Now I can be alone with my beloved Mexicune. How nice. I like being a woman in love. Like Amy in Sonic. If we don't come out in 10 minutes, come and find us. So I guess everyone in this game wears the same type of shoe, my goodness. Hideaki tapped Mexico's shoulder, opened the school gates, and began walking towards the building. Perhaps this is our last goodbye, Kyoko joked darkly. Kyoko laughed and suddenly grabbed my hand. I don't think Mexicune understood her joke, he was always very serious. But I thought I saw anger flash across his eyes briefly. Kyoko followed Hideaki, and they both entered the dark school building. My heart began to beat faster now that Mexicune and I were alone. What should I do? The others had suddenly left, so I began to feel very nervous. Perhaps sensing my awkwardness, Mexicune kindly spoke to me. We often played hide and seek at school, do you remember? As I'm not making that many choices, so I wonder if me playing the first campaign, like your choices carry on to the other campaigns maybe? What? I didn't remember that, so I didn't know what to say. Oh yes, let me lie. Me when I lie. Oh yes, I said and sweetly smiled at Mexicune. He smiled back. Me smiling, that's not a pretty sign. Not a pretty look. I started to feel more relaxed, so I tried my best to continue the conversation. I talk about friends. I decided to tell Mexicune about something horrible. My goodness, girl. Time and place. Something horrible that had happened to my friend. Listen, Mexicune. I have a friend named Nogu-chan. She had a really cute white cat. No, not the cat. Your character design seems so similar to the character in Undertale. I see it. I see it for sure. Oh, really? One day, it came home totally drenched from the rain. Nogu-chan tried to dry her by putting her in the micro. Oh, for sure. That happens. I saw the story of a girl. Like some person, he was like, my little sister, she was playing with our pet turtle. So she put the turtle in the microwave because he was wet, so he needed to dry. And that's so sad. Oh well. Not the white cat, my goodness. That looks like a Hausu screenshot. So yeah, our girl does not seem to know the best like conversation timing Like you're with your man that you love, and he tries to like have the conversation like uplifting, speaking about, I remember when we played here when we were kids, and I'm like, my friend killed her white cat. They're giving me more. They're giving me more gummo. Gummo. Mm, interesting. Absolutely. The kids. I found out through chat that that movie exists, and I'm like, interesting. Interesting knowledge for sure. Every time someone mentions Undertale, I think of that clip of Deer. Mexi, have you tried Misurna Falls? I was going to play that, but Misurna Falls, it's like time sensitive, and I'm like, I'm not sure I like that. I could play with a walkthrough, but I think that's not the fun of it, I may have loved it, but I couldn't. Absolutely, for sure. Have you tried it, Moon Crisis? Did you play Misurna Falls? I was so happy to talk to him. I suddenly realized that we had gotten carried away in our conversation. The others had gone inside the school ages ago. Obsessed? Interesting. Yeah, I know of it. But yeah, it's like kinda difficult, I guess. I do feel bad that Deer tried to play a game with a horrible fandom. Absolutely. I played Undertale once. I beat it. I think I got all the achievements, but I didn't pay attention to the story at all. So it went through one ear and left out the other. I have no recollection of it at all. So it's like I never touched it. The story grabs you. It's very Twin Peaks. It's true about the time though. I think Tia will enjoy that perhaps. Maybe. She will love the story, I guess, but not the time sensitiveness of it all. Kyoko, Hideaki, and Juichi had still not come back. I never played it, but I do feel like Undertale happened to me. How so? With which game stylist? Or do you mean like Undertale happened to you, like the franchise, even though you never touched it at all? After talking it over with Mexicune, we decided to go inside as well. Thankfully, I never had like that much of an interaction with Undertale fans. I'm assuming it was awful back in its peak on like Tumblr era of it all. A nightmare, very aggressive people. I didn't pay attention that much, sadly, at that stream, but I can imagine it for sure. My life was inundated with it to an extreme degree. I get you for sure. Absolutely. Was it like friends around you or something? Or online? I never seen. I didn't like follow people who like love Undertale in like Tumblr era of it all. But yeah, I'm assuming it was huge. You couldn't escape it if you did follow like someone into Undertale at that point. Walking through the old gate with Mexicune made my heart race. The split seconds cutscene kills me. It was extremely dark inside, and the old wooden floor creaked. There was a very eerie atmosphere. We eventually stopped walking as we couldn't see through the gloom. But I was very happy because Mexicune was there beside me. How nice. Oh! They couldn't find a better sound effect for that. What? Suddenly, someone struck me on the back of the head. I instantly collapsed on the floor. Mexicune, help me! Look over here! I tried to scream, but no sound came out. I passed out. Ugh. I slowly regained consciousness. How long had I been out for? Where was I? A cave? For some reason, I seemed to be underground. My head hurt a little, but otherwise I was unharmed. Where was the exit? I looked around in a panic, but I had no idea. What was that sound? It sounded like metal scraping against metal. Feeling desperate, I began walking in the direction of the noise. That sounds like a bad idea, girl. It turned out to be a pair of iron grates striking each other. I slowly tried to process what had just happened, but nothing made sense. I stood motionless in the tunnel. I stared blankly at the grates. I suddenly realized something. A message or through the grates I saw. Mm, The message sounds important, I guess. I was startled by the words written on the wall. A cursed path is sealed within. All must leave this place. Everything looks so Lego. That's a Lego block on the grate. I began walking, searching for the exit once again. After about 5 minutes, I finally remember this place was the abandoned air raid shelter we had often played in as children. But I did not remember it being this big as a child. Well, finally I found the exit and managed to escape. I want to leave this terrifying place right now. The area shelter was at the edge of the courtyard between the two school buildings. I headed towards the main school building when suddenly. What was that sound? I love the like grandma background. Grandma knitting pattern background though, the little pink lines in the background. It kind of like cancels the scariness of it all. Something making a weird rustling was approaching. What on earth could it be? Without thinking, let's stare at the noise. I strain my eyes and look in the direction of the creepy sound. But I couldn't see anything. Abruptly, the sound stopped. Did I really hear something? Perhaps it was my imagination? Cute dress on her. I quickly crossed the courtyard. I reached the door and went inside. For some reason, the door was already open. I was sure the main exit was on the left. I crept down the gloomy hallway. It was extremely dark, but the corridor was faintly illuminated by the light of the moon. Oh, is it the same like the last campaign? Like they reused the same cutscene for like 4 scenes in a row. I turned a corner and walked straight to the main entrance. But even though I had made it all this way, the main door was locked. I couldn't get out. I tried kicking and pushing it, but it just wouldn't budge. I gave up and retraced my steps. Same cutscene. Mm-hmm. It's like the padding in the story. They're like, I walk over there for like 4 scenes in a row. Who on earth had attacked me? Mexican, where are you? That's nice offer to not suspect of me. The being standing before me was absolutely ghastly. Love the voice acting. Misfortune. So you see, save water. Save energy. Save energy or water. That's different concepts. Idea Factory. Was completely horrific. Is it the bald man again? No. It's kind of cute actually. Like a labubu. What the hell is that? A creature with a terrifying face appeared right in front of me. In desperation, I dashed past the monster and sprinted into a classroom at the end of the hallway. I found myself in the science room. Put him in DVD. Put him over the FNAF guy. I hid under a long desk as the creature entered the room. The creature began searching for me. What am I going to do? It was going back and forth, looking under all of the desks. Kana! The creature shrieked. I froze in shock. The voice was nauseating, but for some reason it sounded like, oh, Kyoko. She mentioned Kyoko was a monster? Oh, they said Kyoko and Hideaki were not in their bodies. So that's them, I'm assuming. Kana, where are you? Come out, please. It wailed. Kyoko? Was it really Kyoko? Despite its gruesome appearance, I was convinced it was really Kyoko. That's nice. That's being sisters. Sisterhood. Who on earth did this to you? I found myself running towards a terrifying creature. The monster began to weep. Oh. She's a piggy now. Yuichi did this to me. He did some kind of strange operation on me. I was shocked into silence. I'll never forgive him. I'll get my revenge, no matter what it takes. It's too dangerous, I yelled. Find Mexican and get out of here, the creature replied. Then I turned and left the room. All I could do was stand there in shock for a moment. Was this a dream? Well, that's sad. Love her. I think it's nice making friends with the DVD killer. I needed to find Mexican as soon as possible. I was done with being scared. My feet hurt from running away. So Mexi or Kyoko? Let's be a sister and look for Kyoko. Kyoko, don't leave me behind, I shouted at the top of my lungs. Where are you? But there was no reply, only the sound of my own voice echoing down the corridor. Then, I saw the glow of light in a distant classroom. Who was there? I walked towards it with hope in my heart. She's so romantic in her dialogue. Love a poet. I arrived at the classroom door, but it was locked from the inside. I could not open the door. How about kicking? That could work sometimes. Open the goddamn door! I screamed and kicked it with all my might. Who are you? The door opened to reveal a boy I had never seen before. Well, oh, it's the hairdresser. What's with all this noise? The young man standing in the doorway began to speak. The spirits won't be able to rest if you make all this noise. Spirits? There was a murder at the school last year, right? The boy said. Well, I was a murder victim. Well, but there was something I needed to do, so I didn't pass on. I became a bound ghost, trapped in the school forever. Was this boy really a ghost? I had never seen such a cheerful looking ghost before. That's nice though. Loving that concept. Well, I had never seen a ghost before either. I decided to ask him a question. What on earth is going on? Tonight, I asked the ghost in total desperation. I have no idea myself, but I met a young man a little while ago who seemed to know, the ghost said. I think he went to the courtyard. Oh, he dropped something in the corridor. Please look for it. I bowed to the ghost and made my way back to the courtyard. How nice though. A friendly ghost like Casper. I should watch that Casper movie with Hilary Duff. Queen. That was Mother in her beginnings. Although I was very tired and my feet hurt from running, I hurried to the courtyard. When I finally reached the door to the courtyard, I noticed something strange. There was a piece of paper lying in front of the door. Was this what the ghost was talking about? I picked it up and then... Yeah, let's read. Let's read a book. The paper was covered in childish handwriting. So the same wish. This was a letter Yuujou had placed in the time capsule years ago. Who on earth had put it here? Now I was extremely uneasy. I decided to keep moving. So the capsule, he buried his wish in the capsule. So someone did bring it up. Someone dig the capsule up. I went out into the courtyard and looked around anxiously. Oh, where are you, Mexican? I thought I heard something moving in the long grass. I began walking towards it. I missed the piggy girl. Mexican was here. I ran over to him. It's my man. Mexican, my eyes, my goodness. Kana-chan. We had finally been reunited. We told each other about the strange events we had experienced. I told Mexican about poor Kyoko and the air raid shelter. She didn't mention the shelter last time, I believe. Mexican explained that it was all Yuichi-kun's doing. To save Kyoko and Hideaki, we had to find out what his wish was all those years ago. I quickly pulled a piece of paper from my pocket and showed it to Mexican. Mexican began to read. Read a book. So the bullying of it all. So everyone. I couldn't stop crying. Everyone. The paper was ripped and the rest of the sentence was missing. Yuichi really hated us, didn't he? I said between sobs.
Hey there, Space Cat!
Thank you for the follow. How are you? So it's me and my man. walking slowly together. How nice. Mexican decided that we had to confront Yuichi right now. Of course, I wanted to go with him. We returned to the school building and passed through classrooms that had huge holes in their walls. Yeah, if I have to crouch like that, my goodness, I'm out. It's a Barbie doll. That's bald. Go, get them, Yuichi shouted. Strangely, Yuichi was dressed as a doctor. Beside him was a horrific monster with no face. Yuichi was ordering it to kill us, but why? Love the change in the soundtrack. The creature slowly approached us, but Mexican pushed it away. Mexican and Yuichi began to shout at each other. I was stunned into silence by the bizarre situation. You said silence, girl, not screaming. Unable to bear it any longer, I screamed and fell to the floor. A single prayer echoed in my mind. Please help us. But like who? Whom's girl right now? Sounds like my kitty when she wants food. That's nice. Love a vocal diva, like Lady Lay and Leia. I collapsed to the floor and my consciousness faded away. I floated in an inky blackness. It was only a few seconds, but I swam in that darkness for aeons. I heard a voice calling out to me. Someone, I guess, over something? Who? Whom's was calling me? From out of the darkness, a baked face floated into view. It was... I'm assuming it's me. Kana-chan, wake up! Mexican was shouting. I awoke to find myself in a sea of fire. The entire room was ablaze. There was so much smoke, I had difficulty breathing. Yeah, when they said they saved me by putting themselves over me, I'm like, how the hell did I get enough oxygen? There is no escape. Yuichi has murdered us. Mexican stared bitterly at the flames and sighed. Love the PowerPoint graphics. He was right. The threads of our fate had unraveled. I was wrong to ever think Yuichi-kun was a good person. Well, we gotta understand him that he was bullied. Seemingly for one day, but perhaps the bullying continued. Perhaps? Who knows? So we're not angels in the story, right? Not to mention that their bodies aren't going to block heat. For sure. As the fire grew closer, I found myself thinking a single thought. The flames are so beautiful. Okay, pyromaniac. Misfortune. That's it. So she passed away then? She passed away in my first playthrough though. So I guess she passed away. The end. Interesting. So the only thing we found out was that Kyoko truly was the monster. Her brain had been body swapped in. Interesting. So now let's play as Kyoko. Let's see what happens to the diva. Who on earth could even imagine such a hideous situation? I am about to tell you about the most horrifying night of my life. So yeah, there's no saving system in this game at all. You can use your memory card at all. So you either use passwords or you play the whole game in one go. Can you imagine? The clock struck midnight. The night was neither hot nor cold, it was uncomfortably warm. We had gathered at our old elementary school to exhume a time capsule. Oh, okay, who says exhume? We had buried there on the day of our graduation. Must be very early PSX, yeah. That was like, we're gonna have some mercy on you. SNES era divas who can afford a memory card, I guess. A lot of people didn't back then. I did have a memory card, I believe, since day one, so I never had that problem. But some kids I saw on the internet, they said when I was a kid, I had no memory card, so I had to play a game from the start many a times. So I play like a huge JRPG, and I would start from the beginning, and then I would do a speed run every single time. I can't imagine. My name is Kyoko. I'm just an ordinary girl, the kind you can meet anywhere. Love the oh wow, love the lashes on her. He's Hideaki, a stylish guy who is popular with the ladies, but he likes to play pranks on people. Is that Jean Paul Gaultier top on him? Look very fashion. Couture. The mysterious boy walking in front of me was Mexican. Love my single, super long strand of hair. That innocent looking girl is Kana-chan. She's my best friend. She has a crush on Mexican. Kana, you really like Mexican, don't you? I whispered. She turned bright crimson. I'm not sure, she replied. Kana, you haven't changed a bit, I laughed. Sorry to keep you all waiting. So it's the killer. He's back. Yuujou was the last to arrive. He was a really unattractive, stupid guy. Now we were all there. Absolutely. So I get why Yuichi did it for the bullying, but like he has no redeeming qualities at all. He is a good doctor though. He can do operations very neatly. I'll go and dig up the time capsule. Leave it to me. Yuichi passed each of us a drink. Then he opened the school gates and stepped through. The drinks are a way of saying thanks. Sorry for being late. I drank all of the juice. The juice? So it's not a soda? I think I see cola on the can. The juice was sweet, but it had a strange aftertaste. Love a free drink though. Wow. Misfortune. She looks not as good as Kana-chan with her hair from the side, my goodness. And even Kana-chan is not that good to begin with. You know. Kyoko's story. The eyelashes though, queen. A long time passed. Yuichi had still not emerged from the school. With nothing else to do, I began to daydream. Is that dimwit alright? Get him. What was that? Yuichi was screaming, but I didn't really care. He was an idiot, for sure, get him. but I was bored waiting around, so I suggested to Hideaki that we go and check on Yuichi together. So he's a stylish guy, but did you believe her? Did you see that guy? Did you find him stylish? It's quite the unique top, though. I'll go and take a look, said Hideaki, trying to seem brave. I followed Hideaki through the gates and into the building. That's like one of the dresses Fran Fine wears in the nanny. My stomach hurts, I said. It must have been that gross drink Juichi gave us. Hideaki replied, let's find the toilets quick. I think there were some over there, right? Hideaki and I walked down the corridor looking for the toilets. Here they are. I opened the door to the girls' toilet and hurried inside. She said, I don't care, let me piss first. Ooh, my goodness. Ouch, what's wrong with me? Pain suddenly shot through me and my whole body went numb. I began to lose consciousness. Heh, heh, heh. Serves you right. This gives me, who was that horror guy? Junji Ito. Junji Ito vibes. Not in when it comes to like actual horror, but it gives me like camp Junji Ito making a story for like children, a scary in quote story for children, kinda. When I finally came to, it felt like as if a long time had passed. Oi, wake up, you dirty beast! That's me waking Joshua up. I opened my eyes to see Yuichi standing over me. His face was overflowing with an expression of intense hatred. You're a terrible failure. Get out of my sight. He screamed at me. I look around. I seem to be in some kind of operating room. Strange tools or machines were lying here and there. There was someone else lying in another bed. But all I could think about was escaping this dreadful room as soon as possible. It was awful. I slowly dragged my sluggish body out of the room. My head was throbbing with pain. I couldn't think straight. The world was spinning before my eyes. I stumbled blindly around. I had no idea what was going on. I continued to shuffle around the school in a daze. I had this strange urge to keep wandering around, when suddenly... Ouch! I stepped on some broken glass. I looked down at my foot. What is that? I saw my reflection on the broken glass. It made my blood run cold. A hammer was lying on the floor. I picked it up and began smashing the glass in a mad frenzy. A monster! I'm a monster! I muttered in shock. Once the glass was shattered into tiny fragments, I stood still, totally petrified by my situation. A monster. I'm a monster. Well, she looks cute still. She's a cute piggy. Love her. Suddenly, I heard a noise behind me. I turned to see Mexicun and Kana-chan in the corridor. By some stroke of luck, they hadn't seen me. My mind was overtaken by a single thought. Don't look at me! My body began to move. Their huge heads make them such easy targets. Like there's no way you could miss that. Without thinking, I hit Kana-chan and Mexicun with the hammer. I didn't want them to see me. What did I just do? Was I losing my humanity? I screamed. I carefully picked up Kana-chan. Without thinking, I began to blindly run through the hallways once again. I held Kana-chan tightly and ran. That's being a sister. Sisterhood. Before I knew it, I was standing in the courtyard. I had no idea how long I had been there. I wasn't carrying Kana-chan. I must have put her down. She doesn't even remember where she put her. But I couldn't remember where. I couldn't remember anything. Let's close our eyes beautifully. Calmly, let's collect our thoughts. I tried to think carefully about everything that had happened. Somehow, I'm still alive, and Yuichi had transformed me into a hideous monster. My memories were starting to disappear one by one. If I did not do something, my humanity was going to vanish along with them. Sad we're missing our eyelashes though. I felt inhuman desires gradually welling up inside myself. Even my own mind was becoming monstrous. For instance, I could not identify what was lying at my feet. But it looked delicious. Oh, that's nice. A nice snack. I had to eat it. Ah, looks delicious. I forced it into my mouth. Tasty. But what's this? Ooh. I remember. I had to eat more. She's eating green Takis. And they exist. That's like Takis. Like, what is it? Let me look. What flavor is green Takis? Is that like guacamole or something? Green Takis. Oh my god, that's awful. Green zombie Takis? That's weird. Takis original? Oh, that's the original Takis. But no, I mean like actual green Takis. I think I had them a long time ago. Was that the zombie ones? Or cucumber? Guacamole. Mm-hmm. Yeah, guacamole. Crunchy fajitas. So the bag of original Takis is green. But an actual green Taki that's either zombie or guacamole. Interesting. Interesting. How nice. So my consciousness began to fade, but it started to feel so good. Okay, Sonic. So good. Also, I'm letting myself fall deeper into the monstrousness. Someone was coming. It's me. They never explain about the red eyes, though. Is that a condition I have or something? Who was it? Ah, they were looking my way. They saw me. Yeah, this looks very Illbleed. That's Korg from Illbleed. Why are they running away? Am I ugly? Kinda. Am I scary? Why are they running away? Why? My humanity slowly returned. Need to talk to someone or Yuichi. Let's go to someone, not Yuichi. He will be mean at us. I can't stay like this. I walk back to the school building. Our body's not that flexible. It's like a stone statue trying to walk. But my body did though, that waist, snatch. I entered the school and began to look around. Nobody was there. No, I was wrong. I heard a noise from somewhere. I headed towards the sound. It's my sister. It was Kana-chan. I slowly approached her. I never noticed she has lipstick on. Queen. Kana-chan was horrified by my appearance. Yeah, that tracks. Misfortune. She has the world's thinnest lips ever. So Trashy will hate her. Save energy. How nice. She began to run away from me. I wasn't surprised. After all, I was a hideous creature, stalking the corridors of an abandoned school in the middle of the night. But I had to warn her. I followed Kana-chan into the science room. We had lessons in here long ago. Oh, she's crying. Love her. This gives me like Goonies vibes. A movie I never watched. We all look like, not Lego, what's the other non-Lego franchise? Playmobil? We look very Playmobil. Can... I shrieked at the top of my lungs. I was trying to regain my sense of humanity. Kana, where are you? Come out, please. My voice sounded so repulsive. Kyoko, is that you? Kana-chan came closer. Her eyes were filled with tears. Juichi did this to me. He did some kind of strange operation. Oh wow. Fat tears streamed down my face. That's quite the specific description. So my tears are not skinny. I could feel my humanity fading. With lots of my strength, I screamed, I'll never forgive him. I'll get my revenge, no matter what it takes. It's too dangerous, Kyoko, Kana-chan cried. A monstrous rage welled up inside of me. I had to leave, now. Find Mexican and get out of here, I muttered. And the other guy? Is he the doll or what? As I was leaving the room, I saw a box of matches on a desk. I can use these. I thought as I grasped the box tightly. Can I use them with my fat pig hands, though? Even with my normal fat human hands, I can barely light a match using the box. I felt rotten desires taking control of my body once more. Such as, what's our next snack? What are we eating now? No snacks? Also, it's the chapter's obligatory sequence of like I'm running somewhere in a specific direction and it's just the same walking animation over and over in a row. My goodness. I lurched down the corridors. It was a revolting nightmare. I was. A disgusting beast crawling around a school in the dead of night. A noise erupted from my throat. Gurururu or no. Let's go with gurururu. How nice. I was so hungry. I had to eat. Oh, we ate something disgusting. Oh, we ate the Takis again. Let's go with the gurururu. They look juicy though. You can say she ate something dry. Do you think people back then who bought this game, if there was people who bought this game, were they scared, do you think? If I played this as a kid, I would be scared. Back then, to me, the PS1 was so scary. It was a very scary console. Like even turning on Darkstalkers 3 on the PS1, it was a scary experience for me. Wikie or Ao Now? Let's go with the Wikie. That sounds pretty piggy-like. More walking, my goodness. Oh, my fat booty, though. My goodness. Juicy. Makenma gas. Also, it was me then. I started the fire in the school. Smell bad. Go, get them! The sound of Yuichi screaming awoke me from my deep slumber. I could see Kana, Mexi, and Yuichi through a classroom window. Also, Yuichi is the other guy. We don't know what happened to Hideaki though. I'm assuming he's a doll then? Two gas cylinders were attached to the wall outside. Yuichi must have put them there. The rubber tubes were rotten, and I could smell gas leaking out. The air grew heavier and heavier with the smell of gas. This is my chance for revenge, I thought to myself. With great difficulty, I removed my match from the matchbox. My fat, piggy booty, though. Hesitated. How about if we don't light a fire, though? I hesitated for only a moment. Mexican and Kana-chan might be in danger. Yuichi might die as well, or I could get hurt. I could get hurt. Yes, if I lit this fire right now, I will be in the greatest danger. I thought about it again. I lit it from further away, or I gave up. Let's give up. What could happen? What could be the worst possible scenario? I was exhausted. My mind was at its limit. I slowly closed my eyes. Oh, that's bad, girl. Don't do it. I decided to just go to sleep. That was not my choice, girl. I'll think about it tomorrow. I'll think about it tomorrow. I just wanted to sleep forever. I could only hope that I still retained some trace of humanity when I awoke again. I sank into a deep, dark sleep. And, well, that's it. So you either start the fire or you die. You don't die, you just stop being human. Interesting. The end? Interesting. Wow. So we have 2 more campaigns. I'm assuming if there is a golden ending, it's over for me. Let's go with Hideaki's route. What the hell happened to him? It was the worst night of my life. We had gathered at our old elementary school to dig up a time capsule that we had buried there on the day of our graduation. I saw Mexican approaching. I look unwell still. I look like a fish, like when Homer found out he was a fish company logo on that one episode. I decided to prank him later. Yeah, let me be nice for once. Let me be like unlike Joshua and be nice to people for once. That day when Yuichi was late, and now he was messing around. Yuichi gave us some drinks. What a creepy nerd he is. So like, if we hate him that much, why do we call ourselves friends? Friends in quotes. I'll go and dig up the time capsule, leave it to me, he said stupidly. And nobody wants him around? He won't find it, I sneered. Have fun looking for it, loser. So true, get him. Misfortune. Hideaki's story. The super long line in the hair. Yuichi entered the school alone. I laughed and down my drink. So what was in the drinks, I wonder? Like, did that help him in getting us all then? He'll never find the time capsule. Because I dug it up yesterday and hid it somewhere else. Revelations. He was probably wandering around the school crying by now. Yuichi's scream broke the silence. Haha, he must have been scared by the little surprise I left in the hole. A rubber doll of a huge, disgusting caterpillar. Well. Love how even the music kinda like gets out of sync for a moment. I said I would go and check on Yuichi. Kyoko-chan wanted to come too. Well, that was fine by me. So Hideaki's has no redeeming qualities at all. He's an arsehole from day one. Wow. Hold on a second. My stomach began to feel strange. Kyoko says she felt unwell too. But the others, they were not bad for the drink. It was Yuichi's gross drink. I said. I'll teach him a lesson. Bloody idiot. I cursed under my breath. Kyoko and I ran to the toilets. Ah, here it is. Toilet time. I barged into the boys' toilet. Damn, I'm gonna shit myself. Ugh. So what if was there a hole behind them on the toilet or something? Well, I suddenly felt my body going numb. What was happening to me? Ugh. You earned this, you bastard. I passed out under the toilet seat. On the toilet seat. So, it was a full school of children, but only 5 people... only 5 people, like, made fun of him? That's not that bad. What's happening? Someone was shouting. Where on earth was I? What the hell happened to me? It looks quite clean though. They say it's nasty, but it looks like quite a clean room. Japanese people are the embodiment of drama, you'll find. This isn't good. His blood pressure is dropping. Whose voice was that? It didn't go very smoothly. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Now we're playing a trauma center. His blood pressure is dropping again. Turn it off, turn it off. Whose voice was that? I don't know. This will have to do. Okay. My master's voice. Oi, Hideaki, wake up, you moron. Listen, from now on, you are my slave. You bullied me for 6 years. I was saying that. So was it like just one occurrence, or was the bullying like long? Now it's time for my revenge. Well, any objections, Hideaki? No, master. I am yours to control. I am a slave now. Is he naked, or is there like no appendages in the body? My master began speaking again. I removed your ability to think for yourself. You cannot do anything without my orders. Unless I say so, you cannot talk, eat, or even move without my permission. Even if you are in pain, unless I order you to do something, you'll just have to suffer. Hehe. Wow. He looks so sad. My master continued to speak. Right, here is your first order. Bring me Mexican. What if I try to ignore? You've entered your Britney era, slave for you. Absolutely. Well, right now in the music video for that song, you can see the ozone layer is at its lowest, it's super hot. And right now, in our current ozone layer status, it's also super hot, so we are in a slave for you era for sure. Slaves cannot make choices. Oh, he looks so sad now. He looks sweet. I forgot to check for microwaves. I need a microwave stat. Gonna buy a new one soon. This is horrible. It's so humiliating. Now it's this chapters like 4 or 5 sequences in a row or just walking aimlessly. How sad. What will happen to me? Misfortune. He was kind of cute actually. Save the water. Let's save the world. So if I was at the factory, I will talk to the people who translated this game and put the game on for sale at every platform for like maybe $7 tops. I will pay. Found Mexican. Love that the name is like in lower caps. And then the music starts, my goodness. That's the silly sitcom music. Follow me. We're friends. So it's me and my life-size Barbie. Also, now it's the aimless walking scene, obligatory walking scene. Right? I heard my master speaking. Welcome, Mexican. My master spoke again. You finally arrived. So like me right now, this campaign for Hideaki, he was the bully and the others didn't do that much bullying. They didn't help him, but they were not as bad as Hideaki though. They were just bystanders laughing on the sides. My master spoke. You, I ordered you to open the gas cylinders in the back. I tried to ignore the order. Also, he opens them and then the picky girl finds them open. Slaves cannot make choices. Fine. So is that underwear or that just my naked body with no appendages? That's my question. Also, now it's the walking section with 4 cutscenes in a row. We made it. Ooh. He looks so sad he fucked it up. My master spoke once more. Well done, slave. Rest over there in the corner for a while. So the poor guy didn't get to speak that much in his own campaign. He is brainless. He is brainless Randy for his whole campaign. Please. Forgive me. Too late for now. I was bad. My master shouted, "Go, get them!" And they walk, they don't run. My master sounded worried. What's wrong? Go! I tried to ignore maybe? Can I like do that? My body wasn't listening to me. All I could do was pray. I pray for everyone's safety. I closed my eyes and prayed. Kyoko-chan, Kana-chan, Mexican, please make it out of here alive. My consciousness slipped away. After a while, I came to and opened my eyes. I say open my eyes, but I had no body. I seemed to be some kind of spirit. Also, he's dead then? The room was fully ablaze. Was it Yuichi's plan too? Smoke swirled around the room. Amongst the dancing flames, I could see Mexican and Kana-chan. How are they going to escape? I prayed they would. Escape through the window or leave through the door? I guess the window's like the most the quickest way of escape. But like, can we even do that? I could never break a window though. Let's save from the window. The window's not, well, who knows? I pray to Mexican. Huh? Hideaki-kun, where are you? Is it just my imagination? Bewildered, Mexi stood up, opened the window, and climbed out with Kana-chan. I prayed again. Go to, well, I have no idea, my goodness. Go to the right, run to the left, or go to the right. Let's say right. Hopefully they make it out alive. Thanks to Hideaki's prayers, Mexican and Kana-chan were able to escape to the courtyard. Oh, that's nice. But the picky girl, though... what's this? Mexican, look! Kana-chan had found another small part of Yuichi's wish letter, stuffed into a bush. Huh? What does it say? Only a fragment remained. The This gives me like vibes of like when you have your computer PC learning class at school, and you could play like those like point and click games on PC. So he wished for the cup. So we made it to the final campaign. So let's see what the hell happens in the final campaign of it all. Can you hear me? Yes, I'm talking to you. You out there enjoying this game. I'm sorry to keep you waiting. It's him, the killer. He's back. The endings you have seen up until now have been complete and total fabrications, outrageous lies, all of them. The real game begins here, an exceedingly cruel game. Hate him. It's almost time. I better go and meet those fools waiting for me at the school. The drinks I left with anesthetic are already. Anesthetic? Anesthetic is for... Let me Google. So is that for numbness? Isn't that anesthesia? Anesthetic is for a drug used to induce anesthesia. Oh, yeah. In other words, to result in a temporary loss of sensation or awareness. Yeah. Wow. What's that? Perhaps you think I'm committing some sort of crime. Don't say. You think I'm evil? Well, there is a curse in the school, apparently. So is he truly the evil one? He tried to play nice at the end, though, in the first campaign. And let's go with... let's go with Jess. You're a very perceptive person, aren't you? Well, you'll certainly appreciate my work tonight. By the way, excuse me for asking, perhaps you ever been bullied? Yeah, he has a point, though. Yeah, they're not angels. I'm sorry to hear that. I was bullied for 6 years. Elementary school was horrible. It ruined my mental health. Well, then let me ask you this. Had you bullied someone else? I think no, never in my life. Really? You can hurt people without even realizing it, you know? That is true. As you play this game, something will become etched into your mind. You won't be able to forget it. Well, anyway, I have some people to meet. I owe them 6 years worth of revenge. Keep your eyes peeled. So last campaign gave us no text at all. I'm assuming this one will be filled with text. Look, there they are. They have absolutely no idea what will happen tonight. I forgot about the froggy. So he gave us all anesthesia, but like he only managed to get 2 people into the operation table. Here are the refreshments. 2 of them. Only 2? A special surprise? Medical grade anesthetic. What do you think? Good, eh? They taken the bait. Look at them gulping it down. So why only 2? It was because maybe the other 2 didn't like do that much damage to him, I guess. George is a hoe. That's not bullying, Zach. That's just stating facts. That's just saying the truth. That's not telling lies. That's just stating the obvious. Now I'll say, I'll go and dig up the time capsule. Leave it to me. Then I'll disappear inside. That's like me saying Giorgio is a stinky, burping pig. That's me stating the obvious. That's not being a bully, you know? Absolutely. Juichi's story. Exactly. If I hide in here, they are sure to find me. I just have to wait. In the time being, I'll fill up the syringes with more anesthetic. What do you think? It's a cunning plan, right? I guess. Well, just watch. It'll be a laugh, I assure you. It's about time. Now I'll scream. Pretty exciting, don't you think? You're having fun, aren't you? Like 60% at most. So I guess yes. Oh wow, not the extreme close-up like RuPaul. Get the camera farther, please. Look, here they come now. They ran into the toilets. But like, where did he get them with the syringe? It must have been that gross drink Juichi gave us. Oh, it's Hideaki. Let's find the toilets quick. There goes Kyoko. He looks funny in this expression. Now I'll give each of them a small prick. It shouldn't hurt a bit. The fun and games begin here. So they became blue immediately. Welcome to my makeup room. They put on a bit of weight, but I managed to bring both of my lovely patients here. Well then, let's begin. I'd like to start right away, but the surgery will come later. This is my special makeup room. There's nothing cruel about it. Really? Really? Do you believe me? Will I lie to you? How nice. Let's begin with the lovely Kyoko. She always called me a pig. Well, maybe he was. Well then, how about this? Oh, that's why he made her into a pig. Huh? I seem to have forgotten. Does this connect to the right one or the left one? It's the right one, isn't it? Sure. Now it became very Grey's Anatomy. Oh. Ah, now it's all messed up. This is all your fault. I'm sorry. I was just about to give Kyoko such a beautiful makeover. Oi, wake up, you dirty beast. Oh, how mean of me. She looks absolutely hideous. How very wretched. You're a terrible failure. Get out of my sight. Interesting. So poor Kyoko with a snatch waist. Now, on to the next operation. This patient is unforgivable. He put caterpillars in my lunch, he threw my shoes into the toilet, he cut out my notebooks, he trapped me in my own locker. Yeah, he deserves the D word for sure. What should I do with this worm? You can't help being like sympathetic to him. He has a point, kinda. Only with this one guy though. The others didn't do that much damage, I believe. Oops, it seems I'm getting a little carried away with myself. Was this attached to the right or was it to the left? This is correct, isn't it? Sure. Perfection. Oi, Hideaki, wake up, you moron. Listen, from now on, you are my slave. You bullied me for 6 years, now it's time for my revenge. Well, any objections, Hideaki? There's no mention of the where the time capsule is or what did it contain. No, master, I am yours to control. Or what was his wish then? Was it truly to kill us all then? I wonder. Not you. Hideaki, you're so lame, you told. I remove your ability to think for yourself. You cannot do anything without my orders. Hey, you out there, playing this game. Are you enjoying this? Feeling refreshed, are we? No. What's that? This doesn't satisfy you? Oh dear, you feel disgusted? Am I boring you? You're quite a wet blanket, aren't you? Well, I hope nothing unfortunate happens to you. Oh my goodness. So if I don't come back tomorrow, that's why. Right, here is your first order. Bring Mexicun to me. I like the somewhat hint of nipples on the doll's body. Hideaki-kun, my slave at last. What a wonderful day. Okay, with the close-ups, my goodness. All this excitement has made me quite tired. Perhaps I'll lie down. It's me? I must be dreaming. Now it's giving me very Meet the Robinsons with the villain. Yes, this is just a dream. They bullied me every day. All I remember about school is pain, fear and sadness. Well, yes, I remember this too. Yes, this dream has helped me to remember something. Misfortune. Now save the planet. Conserve water. Isn't it sad how we, at this point, we could, I don't know if it's like totally possible, but I'm assuming we could do like a huge amount that we could power cities up solely through solar energy, and we don't do it. All right, we buried the time capsule, Mexican said. Yay, replied Kanachan. I can't wait until we dig it up again. Kyoko joined in. Yuichi, what did you write in your wish letter? Hideaki asked. Yes, that's right. I remember we buried that time capsule together. As proof of our friendship, sisterhood. That's my own happy memory. But why? I can't remember. They don't do it because electricity will become too cheap for rich people to sell and exploit us with. Yeah, sadly. Yuichi, what did you write in your wish letter? Hideaki asked. No, don't tell him. We promised to keep our wishes a secret until that day. Kyoko cried. Hi, Mega Warrior, how are you? What are you up to? How was your Tuesday? Yes, let's keep it a secret until we meet again in the future. Kana-chan agreed. That's right, we'll be friends forever. We'll meet again. Mexican exclaimed. Friends forever? I can't remember what I wrote on that paper all those years ago. Oh wow. Is this the game you were waiting for the fan translation for? Well, I did mention it. The game had a fan translation, and I was like, oh, I could play that. Yeah. Did I wait for it? No. It's like the first time I hear of it actually. Absolutely. But what did you up to, Mega Warrior? How are you? How was your day? What did you eat? What am I doing? This is no time to be dreaming. I have another patient waiting. Some wings? Ooh. I think I don't enjoy wings, but maybe I should give it a chance, maybe. I just go for like normal tenders, you know. Did you mix them up with a dipping sauce? Welcome, Mexican. That's valid. I did see that in Popeyes. The Popeyes in Mexico, they sold you like a huge like tin, not tin, a can, I guess, a bucket, a huge bucket of dipping sauce, and it looks cool. I'm like, ooh, I would love that for my tenders, honey. Ooh. You finally arrived. So the same walking cutscene twice in a row. Mexican looks horrified. Poor boy is quaking in his boots. That sounds very gay slang. If you like this, you should definitely play Planet Laika. I would love to see you play it. Let me see. I think that name sounds familiar. Planet Laika. Oh yeah, I've seen this before also. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. And it is on English, available in English. But I'm like, is that for me? Would I enjoy that? It looks cool though. Very, very cool aesthetics for sure. Absolutely. Cute. They made Soul Blazer an illusion of Gaia. Ooh. But yeah, I'll check it out for sure. I'll see if that's something I would enjoy on stream. But it looks cool for sure. That's nice. Have you played that before? Did you finish that? Is this an operating room? No, this is my makeup room. I've done 2 procedures already. They were both difficult, but each of them was a great success. I did? That's nice. I got a lot of recommendations thanks to this game tonight. It's definitely a unique experience for sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's nice that these people who translate games, hopefully it increases, but like one of the people that I follow that does translations of these old PS1 games, one of them got hired to translate a game and it will be sold soon. Isn't that cool? Also looks very good for a late PS1 game, for sure. The graphics on the screenshots, it looks beautiful. Very unique, absolutely. Yuichi, you did this. Don't worry about them. They're just sleeping. After our petty little game is finished, I'll make them right as rain. Is he speaking honestly, I wonder? So all of this could have gone differently if the explosion didn't happen? Maybe. You, I ordered you to open the gas cylinders in the back. I most likely know. He wasn't being honest. I must make haste and prepare my special makeup room. It looks like the next operation is going to be a lot of work. It's an RPG sort of like Galarians. I'll check it out for sure. That's the vibe of this. Interesting. Kind of like a horror adjacent kinda. This game is not... Well, it's like creepy and eerie, but it's not that scary, you know? But I think it's cute. It's like camp horror. Let the game of orders begin. Rule 1. If you try to attack me, I cannot guarantee Hideaki and Kyoko will live to see the dawn. Rule 2. I promise to return Hideaki and Kyoko to their bodies as long as you answer a single question. Well, would you play my game? Alright. What is your question then? It's eerie and psychedelic, hard to explain. I'll check it out for sure. So if you recommend it, I did see it before, but I was like, I'm not sure if that's for me. But if you recommend it, sure, I'll check it out, absolutely. Mexican always was a good sport. What was the wish that I put into the time capsule? You have 1 hour to find the answer. If your time runs out, I'll dispose of these 2. Well, it's over. Alright, Mexican, off you go. I was going to give Mexican his own makeover, but now I'm intrigued about the wish I made all those years ago. Wow. Ah, you. Still watching out there? Yes, you're the one that's really having all the fun tonight, right? Did you already solve the mystery of this game? No. Then allow me to give you some advice. This game has a certain mystery to solve, and you'd better find the answer quickly. Nothing will happen if you fail, but if I were you, I'd try to decipher the clues right away. If you don't, something very unfortunate may happen. Don't give it another thought. It's just a story after all. Even if you stop playing, nothing bad will happen to you. Probably. You can sleep easy tonight. At least I think so. By the way, it's absolutely fine to badmouth this game to everyone you know. I don't care. Oh wow. Say whatever you like. Tell them how awful it is. Write me in review. Oh wow. It's like they knew back then they were making a game. It would not sell or review well. Nothing bad will happen to you, obviously. It gives me, what was that game? Super hot. It gives me super hot vibes. But you really should consider solving the mystery soon. Sure. Do you really think I will tell you? You're so naive. That wasn't the question though. He asked me if I want if I wanted to continue solving the mystery, right? Anyway, whatever. Find out for yourself. Curses are terrifying, you know. Well, I want to know what his wish was though. This is so intriguing. So amusing. It's too late for you, my friend. Even if you turn the power off. We have tarried too long. Let us return to our little story. So the no-nipples man is walking, and he knows where the wish is hidden though. In the school. It appears Hideaki-kun is back. Well done, slave. Rest over there in the corner for a while. Mexican should be here soon. But I couldn't care less about my stupid wish now. Since he will spill all of my secrets, I better make this Mexican disappear. Well, I wanted to know the secrets. What the hell happened? What an ignorant fool. Go, get them. What's wrong? Go. He looks so sweet with a kitchen knife. And then the music changes. Hideaki will put Mexican out of his misery. Everything is going according to plan. Tonight has been a complete success. We know what your wish was. You wrote, "Everyone please die." But Mexican don't shout. Please die? I wish for everyone to die? Really? Do you think I wanted them to die? No. It seems I'm finally starting to remember, but I am sure I wrote, "Everyone is cursed." Yes, that's right, isn't it? I guess so. Everyone is cursed. I applaud your efforts. But you're overthinking this. Yeah, I was thinking that too. That wasn't what I meant at all. Because we were cursed from the beginning. Game over. And? Hmm. The end. Well, that was something. That was something for sure. So I'm assuming there is a way to get the, in quotes, good ending, but I do not want to try to get it myself beautifully. So, let me see. Is there footage of the good ending, in quotes, on YouTube? What's this game called? Yaku Yuujou Dangi. Good ending, I guess. Yuujou. Or Misfortune, I guess. Bizarre ending. It's all Let's Plays on YouTube. So, Misfortune PS1 good ending. Anything at all? Not Little Misfortune. PS1, I said. I'm saying Misfortune. And what is this? Story of suspicious friendships. Friendships. PS1. Ending, maybe? Yeah, nobody gives a video of the good ending in quotes. Or should I do it myself? My goodness. Let's go into, I guess, game facts. So, Misfortune. Misfortune, suspicious friendships, game facts, a walkthrough. So, what is the good ending? Walkthrough. There are 12 bad endings and one good ending. The solution to the mystery and the true ending of the game. Ooh. Also, there is no true ending. Yuujou's route was the most fun to translate. Ending evil and theme. Bad ending, go to 13. True ending, see below. So there's no true ending then, so let me just read this. So apparently, according to GameFAQs, in Yuichi's route, so the killer's route, he implies that the player must solve a mystery at the heart of this game, or the player will be cursed. At the end of this route, he asks you what he wrote in his letter that he put in the time capsule all those years ago. He gives you a clue, a 6-word sentence. However, the solution to this puzzle is actually in Hideaki's route. If you see all of Hideaki's good endings, you will find the following clues. The clue, a lie, Earth is. Rearranged to form the solution, everyone, the curse is a lie, meaning that Yuichi lied to the player about being cursed for playing the game or making bad comments about it. This means that the true ending to the game is say yes to Yuichi's 17 question. This results in the following text. Yes, everyone was lying. This was just a made-up story to make the game interesting. Well, do you feel better now? Nonetheless, having exposed, let's just end the game here. As you can imagine, players were incredibly infuriated by this ending. The writers intentionally strung us along by the premise of a true explanation and the intrigue of being cursed. Then they force you to search for random endings in the rest of the game, only to tell you it's all a lie. Not only that, but the events of the game were also just made up to make the game more interesting. They had no desire to create and tell an interesting story. They were just making it up as they went along. They all but admitted they intentionally wasted your time and money. To make it worse, the people that had played this far clearly care the most to find out the truth. They deserve better. It's a perfect fun slap in the face from an absolute piece of shit game. Oh wow. So the whole story is a lie. So if you do try to get the good ending, the game is like, it's all a lie. You just wasted your time. Wow. Very intriguing. So I guess that's the end of our game playthrough. That's the end of it all. That was fun though. That was cute. That was a very cute game. I enjoy. That was fun. I love when these games get like a translation and we can finally play all together as a family, enjoy it on English. How nice. I liked it. I liked it. Will I play it again? No. But that was fun. That was cute for sure. Absolutely. Absolutely for sure. Well, that was a lot. That truly was quite the experience for sure. But I do not regret my playthrough at all. I liked. I enjoyed. So, so why don't we finish with a few matches of DVD to end the night? Let me just take a very quick break, a very quick BRB moment, and I will be right back with you all. See you soon. Hopefully you enjoyed that PS1 craziness back there. It was a lot for sure, but I liked it. It was cute. So BRB, see you all very soon.